Hey, good morning, morning. How's everyone doing? Thursday. All right. Unemployment tomorrow. We'll see what happens there. Jobless claims just came out this morning. They were a little bit hot, but seems like they're kind of shaking them off. Futures are coming in very quiet. I did make a video at the end of the day yesterday, and we talked about the 60s and how we can try to get our support levels to see if we can hold. And believe it or not, we're hanging in there pretty good. All right. So we're gonna keep the rhythm with the 60s now. So and we're gonna see how this day starts to start up. So on the futures right now, looks like we got as high as 597.71. Okay. Just looking at it over here on the overnight. So kind of made the move up, and then they tried to break down, and then this was when the jobless claims out came out. So a little bit of movement there. Again, no liquidity in that area. So watch out for that. Well, and when I take that off, um, interestingly enough, so here we are. My numbers are 594.89. 594.89. Keep that number written down. All right. I think that is a good support level for SPY. Okay. And then I'm going to go to Qs. Same stuff here on the overnight with the numbers that just came out. Same kind of thing. We popped up here in the overnight, and now they've been coming back since that number came out. All right, so 528.77. There you go. I'm going to shut that down, and my number is 526.26. 526.26. All right, so we're right in here, looking for that support level in this area right in here, 526 and change. All right, so 526.26 is my actual number. All right, so we'll see, and we're hovering above there right now, 529.17. We're higher here as it is. Okay, so we're looking to see if we can expand to the upside, especially on SPY, who had that big red day. Okay, and the diamonds. And speaking about the diamonds, there we go. There are diamonds here, 426.61. My number is 424.81 on support level. All right, so came down here at the end of the day too. All right, now we are higher here. All right, we're coming back into this 426.33 range. So we're gonna wait and see how. So we're kind of taking out that shooter by the end of the day. It was a great one. Went into force. I mean, that was a really nice move to the downside. Okay, and we're looking to triangle that back out. 426.74 would take that all back out. We get back up to where we were. Again, we went through that 3-day pattern. We know how Monday, Tuesday made that nice move up, and then going into the end of Tuesday and Wednesday, we stalled out completely, and then this all happened yesterday at the end of the day. So that's kind of where our futures are going to be right now. We're hanging in there pretty nice, all right? So that's all we can say right now. Five Below's got some earnings out this morning. Up higher here now, 133 on your Five Below. I'll turn that on the overnight so you can get the gist of where it should. It just made this move. People start waking up and seeing it, and then there they go. All right, got up to 135.99. So we got expansion here on the month. We're going all the way back up in here. If we want to triangle out, we're going to have to go to this month right here, and that would be June 1st of 2024. 2024. Okay, there you go. Exactly. Is it June? Yeah, June. All right, so June, you want to triangle it back out. This would be the number you're coming for. Looking on the monthly, so Five Below better here. The Chewy has been really running nice here. Somebody downgraded it, or um, somebody said something about it. I can't remember exactly what it was. So Chewy's been really running good here. Now it kind of sputtered out yesterday. Kind of died off with the doji day. So 47.28 was the close. So we're looking to take that down now because we're down to 45.95. I don't know about all this business. I would look for Chewy to turn around and get back to going. All right, so we'll see what happens here. You got the 2-2 month up. You got the 2-2 week up. This week is still pretty strong. This might be a nice pullback to get back in there. I'll be watching that. We'll watch them on the 60s. Okay, that's for sure. A couple other names here. Texas Instruments is up a little bit this morning here on a downgrade. I'm sorry, an upgrade. So Texas Instruments 94.06 right now on the overnight. All right, so we're expanding here. 194. We're coming up about $2 and change. We're not really moving too much here on the month. We're going to get a little expansion on the month in here. Our next stop would be over here or here. Okay, so about $200.18. This is a nice pop here with the 312 that it's already got going on the week. You're going to get expansion there. So watch out for exhaustion risk, and we don't really have any magnitude defined right now, so be careful there with your Texas Instruments. Okay, Amazon, I don't know, man. I want to say that it's waking up. I really want to say that. You got the inside day here now. We're back up to 210. All right, divergence. Got to get back up to the highs to fix the problems. Okay, so we're hunting right here, 208.98. We got that this morning. All right, so we're starting to move here now, 214.68 if we want to try to triangle out this entire weekly pattern here that really, really is crap. All right, and the weekly too. All right, but we're starting to get it going here now. We got up to 210.55. Okay, so we're gonna be right in here. We're looking at this lip right here if you want to try to get going here. All right, so watch the 60s on it. Be careful with it. All right, this thing has been fragile, but it's finally starting to maybe wake up. I'm not gonna put a recommendation on that, but I definitely will be watching it. Apple gave it up at the end of the day yesterday, fighting back into that 203 range. Just gonna continue to have troubles. Sell the rips, man. Sell the rips still at this point until it really starts to do something different. By take a month up, okay? Because you're still 1-1 on month. I'd play it from the month right now. I wouldn't go after Apple on anything there. All right, a couple other things here. I think I saw Best Buy had some numbers out. Best Buy with the 2-1 week here, 70.33, 70.40, not much here. We're still going to be inside on the 1 day. Might try, it looks like it's going to take that 2-1-2 up, and it's going to have to get 70.33. All right, it's gotten as high as 70, so might even be a grabber just to try to get that. But we'll see. That is going to take up. We'll see what the market's going to be. Market's sitting around waiting for tomorrow's numbers, man. And tomorrow's numbers are big. All right. I think that is going to be, that's what everyone's waiting on now. So Avgo. And the jobless claims today were a little hot. Avgo 262 here, getting some expansion to the upside. You're still going to be inside the month here, slightly higher. It's been kind of jagging around, coming back down. Did get up to 264 and change, 264, so 265.43. A couple of mentionables that I think look pretty good. I like this Match.com here right now. Took the week up. It's got that beautiful that 3-2 day up. We're looking for that 3 crows, right? We're looking to get another crow on a daily on the upside. All right, so we got a 3-2 nice up here on Match.com, and we're real close to taking month. Okay, so simultaneous break here coming up with the month, and then we already took out the week. All right, so we'll see if this thing can take month and start to move back up to the other side. That whole XLC communication group, it's been pushed mostly by Netflix and by Meta. Okay, so and then R Blocks is just a beast. I just can't say enough about this stock. It just never stops. Okay, Roblox, Is it tired? Yes. Is it going to keep going? Yes. Is it an exhaustion risk? Yes. Everything. Yes to all the questions. All right. So we'll see about that one. I just don't know. All right. Looking at our sectors with the diamonds has been troubling us, and they can't get these things moving. Industrials kind of crapped out at the end of the day there on your XLI. You'll notice that I pay a lot of attention to the Dow. Shooter down on the XLE on the day. We're gonna look to see if that can go into fruition here. All right, or go into force. Pardon my words. All right, that's a nice shooter day down here, coming right back up right now, 144.26. So looks like it's gonna have a hard time trying to go into force if it's gonna be stuck inside there, but we'll keep an eye out for him. XLF fell apart at the end of the day with the diamonds on that 322 on that 60. I don't know if anybody I'll show you that. I'll save that for last. All right. So XLF came back inside pretty good here now this morning, 50.95. We're back inside. All right. So that video that I made yesterday, we talked about support levels. We're holding those support levels. We'll see if we can continue to build a platform from them, because support levels, we'll see. Okay, but the futures are holding above there right now, and we'll see how the day goes as it goes on here. All right. So yeah, the last thing I wanted to show you on the diamonds was a beautiful here on the 60s. Watching the 60s closely right now. I'm kind of zeroed in on 60s all over the place. Where are you at? Let me shut that overnight. All right, it was the shooter down that went into force on the 60. That's a beauty. Okay, this is what we look for. Okay. So, and here we are right back inside again. All right, so let's triangle this out. Let's get that back going. We're trying to get to all-time highs here. We're not so far, we're definitely within striking distance. So we got to see what's going to happen, all right? Unemployment could spoil. Unemployment might not. The numbers coming normal. I think the market's going to get a good boost then. All right, then they'll start them making their arguments for their rate cuts and whatever else that they want. All right, but I'm going to leave it there. Everybody have a wonderful day. I'll talk to you at lunchtime, and be good. Be good.